Hello, my name is Jasmine Davis, and today I'm going to be doing assignment for my critical thinking class. Today's assignment will be going over how I can model a type of critical thinking that I have learned from this course. So today I will be going over a think aloud that will be talking about how to teach students how to pass a volleyball. I'm going to demonstrate this process to 6th grade students who are learning how to volley a volleyball back and forth with a partner with a forearm pass. This is for standard 1.1 of physical education in California. So I'm going to show my students exactly what I'm thinking when I'm going to pass a volleyball. All right, students, so today we are going to be working on passing a volleyball. So my goal is to pass the volleyball over the net or to my partner. And today we're going to practice passing a volleyball to a partner. To pass a volleyball to a partner, I'm going to make sure my arms are really flat and I'm going to turn my body towards my partner. I'm going to make sure I'm following the ball the whole time. And when the ball is coming towards me, I'm anticipating where the ball is coming from, anticipating where the ball is going to land. And I'm gauging whether I need to step closer to the ball or if I'm in the right position. So we're going to start at this step. When passing the ball, I want to make sure that my arms, like I said, are flat. Okay, so when I pass a ball to my partner, I'm thinking thumbs together, make a fist, and bring my other hand around my fist, okay? You can see right now my arms are bent. I wanna make sure that my arms are straight. That way the ball doesn't fall through my arms, and that way I'm able to make leverage to pass the ball to my partner. So I'm thinking thumbs together, make a fist, hands around, arms straight. When I'm passing the ball, I'm thinking arms need to stay straight. I do not want to swing my arms like this. I don't ever want to bend my arm. When I'm waiting, you can bend your arms, but when you're passing, you want to make sure your arms are straight. And I'm thinking don't swing, right? We're not swinging our arms. We're going to be using our body to pass. So when the ball's coming to me, I'm thinking hands together, straight arms, bend at the legs, power from my legs, power from my legs, power from my legs in the direction I want the ball to go in. I want it to go that way. Power in my legs. I'm thinking arms are straight, step in the direction of my target, and power from my legs. Now to go a step further into what I'm thinking when I'm passing a ball, I'm thinking arms out in front of my body, my arms are past my knee, I'm leaning forward, and my arms are away from my body. Push through with my legs, push through with my legs. Now, there are more steps to passing a volleyball, but we're just going to focus on those first steps right there. Okay, so for this portion of the video, I am going to identify my assumptions. So because I'm teaching in this lesson, I'm teaching 6th grade volleyball, I can assume that these students have little experience in volleyball. They're at a beginner level. They have probably had experience passing a volleyball or being introduced to volleyball in the 4th and 5th grade. So really going over the beginning steps is important for my students to understand this lesson. I can assume that my students at this level do not know how to correctly hold their hands to pass the volleyball. So I'm going to talk out through the steps, how I hold my hands, what I'm thinking about when I am going to go pass the volleyball. I can assume that they don't know how much force to use when passing the volleyball. I can assume they don't know which way the volleyball is going to go when they pass, and I can also assume they don't know how to position their body when passing the volleyball. So I'm going to talk like I'm a minimum of 3 branching options in my thought process. I'm going to speak as if I'm talking to a student. Okay, so if you're finding that you keep hitting the ball and it keeps shanking off to the left or the right, or it's too high up in the air, that means you need to get under the ball, get your body behind the ball, and pass with a power from your legs, and make sure you don't bend your arms. Okay, so what I think when I keep shanking the ball, I'm thinking, okay, I need to get lower. I need to get behind the ball, which means I either need to step to the ball or I need to back up, and I need to keep my arms straight and use the power from my legs. And the second one is if the ball is falling, between my arms, that means my arms are too wide. I need to close my arms and make it straight. Okay? And for the third option, if the ball keeps hitting your hands, the ball should never be hitting off your hands. The ball needs to hit off of your forearm. So you need to make sure that the ball is hitting your forearm instead of your hands, and that will make the ball go in the direction you want it to go in. A modification that I can use to support diverse learners when modeling critical thinking is writing out what I am saying on a whiteboard, just instead of using a verbal think out loud. So I will still be modeling critical thinking, but just in a written form. And in PE, we don't have as much resources to sit down and write it out and like cues on the board, but I can write it down on a whiteboard for my students who do need that support. I'll write out a think aloud to support diverse learners who may have a harder time with processing auditory language. They may need more visual reminders or just need the steps written out to understand. English language learners can also benefit from a written think aloud, and they can use a form of a translator to write out or to put in what I have written out so that they can understand the phrase, or they can look up any words that they do not understand. It's important to provide multiple ways for students to receive information, even when in physical education, so that every student has access to instruction. That's going to be it for this assignment. I would appreciate any feedback you have for me, specifically in the 3 branching options that I could have provided, or more of like what exactly I was supposed to do for that portion of this assignment. And thank you so much.